good? This is MojoExpress.com. Lose the E in front of Express. Right now we're in Yacht Club Social Network Studios. Check them out at shopycsn.com. Check them out right now. I'm here with my dude DJ Cassius Cain. What's good, family?
What's the deal?
Nothing. Chilling, bro. So I always start the interviews off the same exact way. Try to figure out where people got their name from and how they got it. So how did you get your name, bro?
Shoot, basically, my whole career campaign been down south. But, I'm gone, but home is never forgotten. So I always like to do stuff that kind of resembles Detroit or something about the city. So when I was picking my DJ name, I was just thinking of stuff in the city, and it was like Joe Louis this, Joe Louis that. Because I wanted to pick like a boxing thing.
Right,
I'm like doing mixtape knockouts, mixtape heavyweight contender or some shit like that. But I couldn't think of a name to go around Joe Louis.
Right.
So I just picked DJ Cassius. First it was DJ Cassius Clay from Muhammad Ali.
Right.
But at the time, I was a Christian. So instead of me using his Muslim name, I used his Christian name, which was Cassius Clay. And so I just took the Clay off and used Cain for my last name. So that's how I got DJ Cassius Cain.
So you said something about Detroit. So you from Detroit. What part of Detroit you from?
Man, I done lived a bunch of places, man. Like I stayed in Detroit on the west side. I stayed in Inkster, and then I stayed in Romulus too.
Oh, small. So you went to high school in Detroit?
Nope. It was more so like middle school. If I would have stayed in Detroit, I would have been going to Cody, but by that time I had went to Romulus. But I more so say I'm from Inkster, because that's where I mostly grew up at.
For sure. So when you was growing up and you was deciding what you wanted to do in the future, when did you start to think that you wanted to be a DJ? When did you start getting into the music industry, basically, what I'm trying to ask?
I was probably like 19. Me and my homeboys, I don't know, we'd just like fuck off in the studio and record songs. And then like it'd be like I want to record, my homeboy want to engineer me. And so me and my partner, we went half on some software. And I started engineering my own shit, and then I figured out that you can make good money doing it, and I ended up going to Full Sail in Florida. And so I got the education behind it, and while I was in school, I kind of figured out that the engineering shit was like irritating as fuck. Like just artists keep coming in the studio, like fucking up on their bars, like having to retake shit, drop shit, edit shit. I'm like, yo, this shit irritating. And so I was just out there doing my thing, and I had came up on a little extra cash. And I was like, shit, they had just dropped these new tables, the Newmark NS7s, I still use them today. And I just went up there and I bought them. And I was like, I'm going to just learn this shit. And so it just took off from there.
Bro, I heard you was making major moves in Detroit, man, working with a lot of people. So who you working with right now? Who you working with in the past, too, though?
Shit, man, in the past, I done worked with Big Gov. I had Icewear Vezo host a project. I had Bambino Gold host a project, Michael Montana host a project. I done engineered a couple sessions for Kevin Gates. And that's all I can think of, like just off the top of my head with people that you could like notice.
Right.
And sure, I mean I done worked with a couple big name DJs on like projects, like we'll collab on a project. But like coming up, about to host Bambino Gold new mixtape. And I got Slick. I'm about to drop my first single with Bambino Gold and Slick Puller, produced by OG Tex 808 Mafia. I'm about to drop that soon. And then I got Slick Puller hosting Respect My Campaign 8. And I don't know. I'm about to just
working, bro.
I'm about to do all my projects. Let's see. I got the Northside mixtape hosted by Sorry the Kid and K Camp. I got Cain is a Substance 3 coming, hosted by Fly Guy Vito. And that's it for right now.
Smooth, man. You working, bro. You working, dude. So I know you down at, speaking of working, I know you down at ATL. What you got going on down there? Is you make some power moves down there too? And in Detroit, what's your plans right now?
Man, really, man, my goal is, like I said, I'm from here. And, like, growing up, we ain't never had that artist that was, like, a big artist that we could relate to. We was always listening to other artists from their cities. I mean, we got Eminem, man. Eminem, he cold, but it's like, I want to see, you know what I'm saying, some niggas on the screen,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, shit, man, I just want to help. I know, like, right now the scope is on Atlanta, so I just feel like, yeah, you got to be here to put the city on, but you also got to leave and learn the way of the people, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I took my approach southern, you know what I'm saying? So I just went to Atlanta, and I'm just doing what I got to do to get in a position of power out there, so I can kind of like bridge the gap between the two.
And that's the crazy part. Artists out here right now not understanding, like, you do got to go out of town and get that name out there, and so you can bring it back. So if you bring that clout back to your city, people automatically get on. So I see what you're saying, dude. I see what you're saying. So you're making these moves, you know, and you've been doing this, and you pretty fast come up. So where you see yourself in 1 to 5 years from now?
Shit, man, 1 to 5 years. 5 years from now.
Yeah, let's say 5 years. Basically.
5 years from now, man. You know, cause like I DJ, but I know how to make money in the industry from the back end besides just being a DJ in the club. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to make money being a DJ without being in the club.
Gotcha. You
know what I'm saying? Because it's like, shit, you ain't going to be able to do them parties forever.
Right.
Because, you know, it's always it's a young industry, so it got to be for young, fresh faces. So I'm just trying to get myself in a position to where my brand and my name is big enough to where I can work with people and kind of like executive produce shit to where I can get like, you know what I'm saying, like some Khaled shit and get some royalty checks.
Gotcha. So what's next in Atlanta coming to Detroit? What you got coming up next that's going to be huge? That's probably going to break it right there, break that barrier you're talking about.
Shit, I mean, I like I don't know, man. I got, like I said, I just be in the studio working, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times people know I'm from Detroit, and a lot of people kind of listen to Detroit music, and they kind of come to me to connect with Detroit artists, and then when Detroit artists come to Atlanta, I try to get them in a good enough position to make their vacation or their trip worth their while, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm plugged in the radio station out there, 107.9. I don't work up there, but, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can easily just take somebody up there and try to get their song on the radio or whatever. You know, I'm cool with a bunch of DJs out there, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I say, it got to be somebody out there, like, putting in the footwork. So it's like, if it's a Detroit artist that wants spins out there, I can spin it when I am DJing. I can put it on my mixtapes, but I also got enough rapport and enough respect from the other DJs out there so that if I pull up on them in the club, I'll be like, yo, play this, they'll play it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like that's, like, the first tier to, like, getting everything going on.
So where do you think, and this is a huge question that a lot of people are asking right now, where do you think the state of Detroit music is right now? Do you think that right now we still looking for that Eminem, but in a different form? Or do you think we have those right now, they just need to spread out their music a little bit? Where do you think we at right now?
Just my experience with working with other markets, man, it's like they legs and the way they push out artists is so vicious, man. It's just crazy because they always got like them underground like promoters, A&Rs, magazine companies help exposing their artists, you know what I'm saying? But I say it's doing real good because like when I left Michigan, wasn't no Doughboys Cash Out, wasn't no DJ BJs, wasn't no Vezos, wasn't no Dexter McFlys, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like what? KD, Easy, Rock Bottom, and all them other niggas, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, from the outside looking in, it's like when I come home, it's like, damn, Detroit got a little industry and like, you know what I'm saying? They making more hits and there's more artists coming out and their music expanding. Like I know Cali fucking with the D-Hard right now, you know, especially the Bay. You know what I'm saying? Milwaukee fucking with the D-Hard. Yeah, Days Low. Pablo out there doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Niggas in Milwaukee fucking with us and shit. So I feel like we doing good. We doing better than what we were. You know what I'm saying? Because before we didn't have none of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So at least we got something. You just got to keep building on top of that and keep that machine rolling. And once you get that machine, you know what I'm saying? We might be the new A.
Hey.
Motown might be back. Because the machine out in Atlanta crazy. Because it's like, by the time y'all hear the artists here, like what Atlanta like to do, Atlanta like to break their artists and get them out of Atlanta. And they like new shit. So it's like by the time y'all hear what artists here, we already got a new artist y'all ain't heard of yet that's tearing the streets up out there. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, I just think like Detroit doing good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, to me, since I'm a DJ, it got to be the DJs. If Detroit want an industry, all the DJs got to come together. The DJs got to support local music and put the artists on the platforms to get exposure because we are the industry. Like, don't shit move in the music industry without the DJs. You know what I'm saying? So it really got to be the support of the DJs.
All right, so what drives you, dude? What's your passion, man? What is it that pushes you to be DJ Cassius Cain? Like, what is your What's your main goal, 100%?
I mean, to me, it's a combination of things. It's kind of like how I always envision myself. Like, when I look in the mirror, how I see myself 5 years from now. I can't, you know what I'm saying, I can't see myself doing nothing else better than this. Like, when I be working on my mixtapes or when I be in the club spinning, I still be having fun, just like I was when I first got them, trying to learn how to do it. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just a simple fact. Like, with me in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people think Atlanta is the land of milk and honey, but Atlanta definitely got like a transition phase you gotta go through before it's like, once you pay your dues, it start off hard, but once you start paying your dues, it start working out. So it's like for me out there, I was, you know what I'm saying, fresh out of college, like doing interviews, not getting a job, making nothing. You know what I'm saying? And one day I was just like, man, fuck this shit. And I just started making more money DJing than I actually was working. So I'm just like, shit, this is what I came here to do anyway. So.
Right.
So that it's kind of like now I'm in a position to where, nigga, I can't quit. Because if I say I quit, I'm done with this shit, and somebody call my phone, try to drop like $1,500 on me, shit, I'm back in the game.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what it is. And plus, it's just enjoyable. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nobody over my back. I'm my own boss.
Right.
You know, I got my own brand, my own company. You know what I'm saying? I got my team. You know, shoot, even when we go out and work, we can have fun, you know what I'm saying? Like, even now when we was chilling, before the camera started rolling, we was just in here fucking off playing around and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, it's just fun and enjoyable, and it's just, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if you want to do something, like, just find something that make you happy.
Smooth. All right, bro. Inspiring me, dude. I might become a DJ tomorrow. So, where can everybody find you? What's your socials?
All my branding is the same, man. All my branding is the same. DJ Cassius Cain, Twitter, Instagram, live mixtapes, Google, Facebook. It's all DJ Cassius Cain. It's DJ CASSIUSCAIN. And you can also go to my website, mixtapemessiah.com.
Smooth. All right, that's MojoExpress.com. Lose the E. Check this interview out. All right, we'll holler at y'all later.
You killed it. You totally murdered it.